on, guys? Hey, it's Anthony here at the Breakout Daily. Thank you guys for tuning in, guys. Today should be a fun video. We got a ton of books. I'm going to go through these pretty quick that I just got in from Brave New World, Eric's Comics, and Stronghold Collectibles. So we're going to go through some books today, which is a little different for the Wednesday show. But then we also have some Cbcs news I want to share with you guys. It's pretty important. And I think it could be a bit of a game changer for them. So we're going to talk about that as well. Before I dive into these books today, guys, make sure and hit the follow button here on YouTube. Check us out over on Instagram at Breakoutdaily, on the Whatnot app at Breakout Daily. Guys, we drop several videos a week. We do unboxings, we do tips and tricks, we talk about some of the news, and a whole lot more, so you're not going to want to miss a thing. But today I have a mountain of books kind of spread across here that we're going to run through. Again, fairly quick. We've got some CBCS news we're going to dive into. Should be a good show. Thank you guys again for tuning in. Check us out on those other social media sites. I hope you guys are enjoying Moon Knight like I am. Moon Knight, the first episode, this drops the day the second episode drops. So far, I absolutely love the way that they're doing Oscar Isaac's character, Mark Spector, Moon Knight, Khonshu, everybody. So far, the story's great, the acting's great, and I love how they're progressing the story. We'll talk more about Moon Knight in a future episode, but let's dive into some books. We have a ton of them. We've got some goofy books here. Some of these books are going to go to my PC. I'll talk about those a little bit more than I will some of these other books, but nonetheless, let me empty my pockets. They're full of stuff here. This should be a good episode. We picked up Robin's #1, that sexy variant. Oh, sexy variant. And it doesn't stop there, folks. Little did you know that we're diving in knee deep, because Robin 2 also had that sexy variant. And it doesn't stop there either, friends, because we're going into Robin's 3. And then they change it up. Somewhere in here. There it is. Robin's 4. They go a different direction. So that's all 4 of the latest Robin issues. Bags are kind of loose. Pick those up. Again, we're going to run through this pretty quick. So let's see, the Homage Studios swimsuit special from Image Comics. These are always cool. Jim Lee, Wolves Portacio, Mark Silvestri, Scott Williams, and more. As you can see, Jim Lee on the cover. These are always cool. I always like how Image and a lot of these other guys did some of these weird off-the-shoot books, and I think it's cool. This was a free book that was thrown in. Chains of Chaos, introducing the book and starring Vampirella. So I mentioned this. I mentioned this before, I think. If not, I'll mention it now. Picked up Shaft #1. I plan on doing kind of a movie video game sale on Whatnot with some of the books. I do have a couple that I won't get rid of, such as this guy. This is not from this pickup. I've mentioned this, showed this one before. This guy I'm going to try to get graded. Love Kevin Smith and think it's super cool. I posted this on IG. Got to have a Turok in your collection. Why not? Someday that'll be worth money, maybe. Tick. I've got several Tick books. I pick them up when I can, and they're affordable prices. This is the Tick Big Summer Fun Special. Just kind of a cool book, kind of offshoot character. Savage Dragon is another one. I pick up some of the earlier runs on the book, and there's a couple of key books, such as I think it's 120 that I'm still on the hunt for. Let's keep going. Here is Marvel Team Ups featuring Spider-Man and the Frankenstein Monster. It's in nice condition. Bedlam in the Balkans. Just a cool older book. Goes with some of the Spider-Man stuff. I plan on doing a huge ASM and Miles sale here in the near future as well. Let's keep going. Spawn 300. This is the second printing. Just an incredible cover by Todd McFarlane. Can't get enough of it. I've got several different versions of 300 and 301 from the Spawn series. Huge fan of Spawn. Huge fan of Todd McFarlane, what he's done for the comic industry and everything else. A couple of offshoot books. Not All Robots, AWA Upshot. It's got that American classic homage. Let's keep going. Gwen M versus Carnage. Just a cool, badass cover. I think that's in Huck Lee. No. Let's keep going. Another Spawn 300. I've picked up several copies of this book. I think I own 2 or 3 of them. This is the Peach Momoko, the Crow Lathe. I've got a nice little collection of Crow that's growing. Venom, number 27, 3rd printing. Just an incredible freaking cover. We got 2 copies of this guy. Let's keep going. A couple of copies of the Donny Cates Thor issue 7. You've got Ant-Man, Groot, everybody, Miss Marvel, Spider-Man, Iron Man grabbing for the hammer. Just thought that was a cool ass cover, and Thor books are hot right now. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry, I'm trying to get through these as fast as I can. Berserker issue number 1 variant foil cover. We also picked up the Grandpa foil cover A variant. Picked up actually a couple of copies of this. It's the foily goodness. Some of these are win books. So what that means is, while I was participating in one of the shows, it's not that I bought them, I won them, which is also a cool thing, such as this guy right here, which that is just a badass cover. Lot going on in this cover. Let's keep going. Champions Outlawed number 1, Marvel Zombies variant. Got Ironheart on the cover there with some zombie goodness. Berserker number 1, just the standard Grandpa cover. This next one was another giveaway. This is Death Metal Speed Metal. Death Metal Speed Metal with a whole bunch of Flash goodness on it. Cool cover. This next one is just a gorgeous Alex Ross cover. Book 1 of 4, Marvel's annotated. Absolutely love Alex Ross's art. It's a thick boy. Very nice looking book. Basculus number 1. This is the variant cover. And I do have the A cover, I believe, en route. Picked up several copies of this book. This, let me look up because I own several copies. So let me look this up real quick. Because I know that this is a pretty hot book, and I'm excited for it because DC, in which there it is, it's a DC book. I feel like needs the attention, needs the love. Okay, yeah, so this is Batman 89, the A cover. Stories told in the Tim Burton Batman universe, and then first appearance of Robin Drake Winston, written by the screenwriter of Batman and the Batman Returns. These books, it's all the A cover. I got three copies of this book, and then I believe, have some variants in my DC lineup. Let me save this guy. That is one of the big PC books from this. This, I believe, was a giveaway. This was just X-Men 447. This is just a blank one. This is Fallen Sun, the death of Captain America, the first time Hawkeye and Kate Bishop meet. And then I picked up some of the, and I'm looking at it and I cannot remember the name of her, so forgive me for that. This is the Mandalorian issue 19 variant, Star Wars Dr. Aphra issue 19, the 50th film anniversary. Badass cover. First, I believe it's the first cover appearance of her. I can't, for whatever reason, I'm drawing a blank. This I thought was super cool. This is a variant Batman Superman World's Finest issue number 1. I believe it's, yeah. Hey, yeah, anyways. Perfect timing for this book. This is a huge meme. Obviously, if you guys have not seen what happened with Will Smith and Chris Rock, that thing is, because of that book, it's been resurged as and revised with some current stuff in it. We're not going to dive into that. Icon issue 1. I keep picking these books up from the Milestone Collectibles. Milestone has a lot of stuff going on, guys. If you're not familiar with it, DC announced it last year that Milestone is getting kind of a huge reboot, and they're bringing in a lot of diversity as far as the artists, the writers, and everything. I'm super excited for it. I think we're going to see a lot of really good things coming from the Milestone groups. And recently, they also dropped a newer video as well. We've got the Red Sonja issue number 7. You guys can guess what this is. This is, I like how they note this. It says Biggs 22 after McFarlane. That homage to the Wizard McFarlane cover, which is a classic. I feel like McFarlane is the homage king. He's done so many iconic covers over the years that we're gonna just continue to see his stuff come out. This is Harbinger number 1, the trade paperback. Nice little thick boy. Let's keep going. Let's see, Batman Reptilian number 1. This is the Garth Ennis and Liam Shar Black Label. This is a incentive cover, if I recall correctly. Badass cover. The Batman Imposter is an incentive cover as well. Just incredible art on this stuff. And then we've got the Zdarsky Lethal Protector Venom number 1. This is the Reptilian number 4. This might be an incentive too. I think this might be the one in 25. Could be wrong. Let's keep going. Gunslinger Spawn number 6. I love the covers of these books. I like Gunslinger Spawn, period. But it's just, I like, whoop, almost dropped it. I love the covers on it. Wolverine Patch number 1 just came out. The Return of Patch, which is cool. Devil's Reign, issue number 3, the X-Men. There, if I recall, there's something up with this book. This book I got for $1. This is probably the worst condition book I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure there's mold on it. I'm not sure, but I should try to clean it just for fun. I don't know if you guys can see this. Maybe you can see it right there. Look at this thing. Got it for $1. It's X-Men 112. I feel like I should try to clean it. Try to clean it a little bit and see. It'll probably destroy the book. I don't know. We've got Inhumans number 9 with Black Bolt on the cover. The most uncanny heroes of all, the Inhumans. Going back to the Vampirella 7, that McFarlane homage from the Wizard. We also have the Virgin, which is super cool. This is, I'm pretty sure this is another incentive. Let me open this one. I can't even remember what this is. I've got 3 other stacks of books we're going to go into in another video, so I apologize. Yeah, so this is Batgirl's number 1 exclusive Yoshitaka Amano team cover variant. Beautiful cover. Beautiful cover. I like it. Batgirl's number 1. And actually, I have other variants from that as well. And then, okay. So now we're going to go down to the last 3. I did show some of the pictures of these, and I mentioned earlier that I want to do a show for Whatnot featuring some books that are from movies, video games, and maybe merge it together, because I've got like Willow 1 and 2, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Wildcats, and a lot of others. Doesn't stop there. We got Napoleon Dynamite number 1. This, I believe, is the B cover, which I thought was cool. Beavis and Butthead number 1. I think this is going to continue to pop. They just got signed. I want to say Hulu, but I feel like that's wrong. It might be Amazon. These guys are getting a new show. And then the last book in all of these books that I got, one that I've wanted in my PC for a very long time. And you don't see any of these books come up, but this is going to my PC, and you will see additional books coming in for this, which I'm super excited for, guys. As a kid, this was the anime that really introduced me to anime and blew my mind. The story and everything that has to do with it. And that is Akira #1. There it is right there. Beautiful condition. It's in a nice Mylar. This, I can tell you, I did get from Eric's Comics. I also have additional issues, as I said, coming in. The run, I think, only went to, the mid 40s, late 40s. So it's an ongoing collection. I think Akira is just going to grow with popularity because of its anime history. But I also think that the collectability, and we'll see some type of resurgence of Akira. We've seen homages with the Akira motorcycle in some of the books. Bitterroot did one, and several others. So it's just, again, this one's going in the PC. I will get this graded. And I think I've got #2 coming in. We'll show you. We'll get that graded as well. Let's dive into some CBCS news. I know this is a longer video, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I was trying to go through it as fast as I could. I was going to list out all the artists and some of the other details, but I knew this was going to be a long one. So I opted to just run through it, show you guys some of the books I picked up. I got an email from CBCS. If you're not familiar, I sent 10 books to CBCS, had the fastest turnaround I've ever seen, period. With using their 2-day modern tier. Cost me $45 a book. I had some of the golden tickets, so it saved me $16 a book on 2. Anyways, long story short, I had a good experience with them with fast turnaround. I got an email from these guys on March 29th, and I had to recheck this because I was like, is this an April Fool's joke? And it does not appear to be. So this is what it says, and this is important as far as I'm concerned for those in the hobby. CBCS, the industry-leading comic book grading, pressing, and signature authentication company in the collectibles arena, launches new tiers, guarantees, and services starting in April 2022. I have since been on the website. I was trying to see if they did it yet. I have not seen it yet, but that doesn't mean that they're not putting it together. Guaranteed or money back. Starting on April 2022, CBCS now offers a money-back guarantee on the company's new express services introductory turn times. If CBCS does not ship per the guaranteed turn time, the submitter gets their grading or pressing fees refunded. No other comic book grading company offers guarantees like this. They go on to explain a little bit more about that, but that is absolutely awesome. Simplified submission. CBCS has simplified their service tiers, streamlining the processes for collectors to submit and be able to put together and send their stuff off. Market adjustments. They talk a little bit about enhancing and updating their market adjustments to ensure that you're getting your stuff. The next item. So I'm really excited that they decided to do a money back guarantee. I think that's something that CBCS needs to do. Because you get screwed by them and there's no repercussions. There's no nothing. You're just screwed by CBCS, CGC, whoever it is. And I don't feel like that's right. I don't feel like that's for the customer. At least if you get your money back and they're a couple of days late, that's a great deal for you. And you feel like, oh, okay, they recoup. They do give a shit about me. And I think that's really cool. The other thing I think is really cool because I want to do some submissions with CGC. In fact, I've got some books I'm going to put together for CGC. But ones that I didn't want to do, and I talked to CGC on the phone about this while I was talking to them about the 20 books that they still have of mine, is submitting magazines or submitting my last Ronins, more or less. And they're extremely backed up with no give anytime soon. However, CBCS also announces CBCS unveils magazine services. CBCS has launched new magazine grading and pressing services that become available in April 2022. This has been a long anticipated offering and will allow collectors the opportunity to have their larger books, magazines graded, pressed, and slabbed. So that's coming, and they're saying probably mid-April. I will be sending in some last Ronin books. And to close this out, as far as CBCS's updates are concerned, CBCS, a bright future for collectors. CBCS will continue to adapt and adopt to the industry's needs. With the more than doubling our grading and production teams, the unveiling of our new magazine service and guaranteed express turn times launching in 2022, there will be more exciting releases in the very near future. Stay tuned for more exciting news from CBCS, your partner in collecting life and businesses. So guys, that's the update from CBCS. I'm excited. I hope one of the next enhancements they do is updating their freaking labels. And get some artists in there, get some agreements if they have to get licensing agreements with Marvel, DC, Image. They can do it, and I think they should fucking run wild with it. If they run wild with it at an affordable price, I think we're going to see more of a shift to them with all of these other services they're bringing on as well. That's my opinion, guys. I hope you like this video. A bunch of books we ran through. Thank you so much for tuning in to this video. Make sure follow the Breakout Daily here on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button down below. Check us out on Instagram, Break.Out Daily. And of course, we sell books on Whatnot regularly. Follow us there at Breakout Daily. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch up with you